Hey.
Welcome. All right. We are back recording on Tuesday. We're a little earlier than our usual time just because, again, our schedule gets kind of crazy in the summer. So that is why we're doing that today. So surprise, we're recording. Woo! Yay.
Yay. And you know what we didn't do today? We didn't have our midday cup of coffee.
No. Are you just feeling that now?
I am, but you know what? As soon as we go.
No coffee? Ooh, that looks much better.
As soon as we go, we will be on.
Yes. That'll be fun.
No worries about that.
Yes. Well, we hope you have joined us this Tuesday, and if not, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. All right.
Yeah. Sarah just woke up from her nap.
I did. Oh, good. I think is it Shamim?
Hey, yeah, Shamim had to say goodbye to his puppy dog today.
Oh, no.
By puppy, I mean a 16-year-old puppy dog.
Oh.
Hey, Shamim. So hopefully we'll be able to cheer you up.
Yes.
In a certain point of view.
Kelly's here too.
Kelly's here as well.
Welcome.
Shamim's dog was named Licorice. Because she was all black.
Oh.
Like a big piece of licorice.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. Yes.
Yay. Cat has liked us. Hi, Cat. Thank you.
Is there a way to turn that off? Turn off the bling bling?
Yeah, we can. We're not letting them hear anything, right?
Oh, okay,
we can turn that down. I mean, I think it's kind of fun because they know that we're having comments. But okay, it's Mark. Hi, Mark. Yay!
Hello, Mark.
Okay, so we are gonna record.
And Shamim says my package is coming tomorrow.
Oh my!
Guess what Shamim is sending me?
Something that came from the Black series, I want to say.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's exciting.
I can't wait.
Yay! Hi, Pierre. Welcome.
Pierre, Kelly, and hey, Pierre.
Yay! All right, so let's get started.
Can you tell everyone what we're going to be talking about?
Yes, although we tell them, but yes.
I mean, just so they'll have a good idea.
Today, yes, we're going to be recording our wraparounds. So we're going to talk about...
Give our spoiler-free review on the Jungle Cruise.
Right, which we just watched last night.
Yes.
And then we are also going to
Spoiler-free.
Spoiler-free.
Spoiler-free,
Yes. And then we're also going to talk a little bit about a roundtable we went to with Gwendolyn Yo, who is the voice of Nala Se and The Bad Batch. So there you have it. And then
some shout-outs.
Yes.
And then for the bigger, fuller show you'll get on Thursday, we have a really fun discussion with our good friend Tom Amin, who has got an album that he just released. And remember last summer when we would have all of our Name Our Tunes games with Tom?
Yes. That's,
lots of fun.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to hit record. We're going to get into it here. This is what you can look forward to on episode 336 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Hey, Skywalkers! Do you want to take a nice, relaxing, meditative jungle cruise with us? If so, then we want to welcome you to Skywalking Through Neverland. I am Richard Wolofsky, but now everyone please say hello to my spry wife, Sweetie Sarah.
I've never, ever had anyone in my life called me spry.
Just because before we started recording, we're talking about how we didn't have our coffee. Sarah just woke up from her nap, so I'm just trying to get that frame of mind. We're spry.
I see, yes. I feel very spry and enthusiastic about this enthusiastic podcast destination.
Nice save.
For the many decades of your Star Wars, Disney, and Marvel fandom. So it is time to give you all a big Wookiee hug and a sprinkle of pixie dust for our family of Skywalkers, and perhaps we'll even show you our backside of water. Oh!
That was much better delivered than what was delivered in the movie.
Okay. Oh my god. Alright, well, Skywalkers, Thank you for joining us. If you're just listening for the first time, then welcome. You are now a Skywalker. You may hear us commenting a little bit on people's comments, and that is because we record every Tuesday around 5 p.m. live on YouTube, and so people can watch and comment in the Sky Chat right there, including my mom. Hi, Mom. Yay. And Reynold. And Meredith. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yay.
luckily we have this Sky Chat right here because
Yes.
Meredith just said spry. She's a little young for spry, and I went to go look it up.
What does spry mean?
Especially of an old person, active and lively. But I was just thinking of
Okay.
the active and lively.
Right.
That's you.
I get it. I get it. That's very cute.
I never associated spry with being an old person being lively and active.
I think people use it mostly in sentences when referring to that sort of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, what is the full definition there?
That's it. Especially of an old person, active, lively.
Oh, no. Well, okay, yeah. So active and lively, parentheses, especially of an old person.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
like
I don't.
flipped.
Yeah, I never really associated the word spry
Right.
with defining the activities of an old person.
Meanwhile, my dad is very spry. He is at the hardware store
There you go.
doing what he does best.
You know what we do best?
What?
We are recording from Long Beach, California on July 27th, 2021.
I don't know about that segue. That was very cute, though.
I was editing in my head.
Okay. Well,
All right,
we are being sponsored by Small World Vacations, and they are a diamond-level Disney vacation planner travel agency and can help you book your trip to Disney parks around the world. And their service is free of charge. So head to smallworldvacations.com for a no-obligation price quote and tell them that Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
all right, now coming up on this spry episode, now I just want to use the word spry everywhere, but I'm going to change the definition to just being a young person's word.
So what's coming up on the spry episode?
Hold on, I'm getting into my spry frame of thought.
And I'm getting you back on track. What's coming up, Richard?
Today's word is, coming up on this episode, we are going to be speaking with our good friend, Tom Amin, about his awesome new album, Magical Meditations.
Yes, it features many Disney classics played on piano.
Yeah, if you want to relax, gotta get this album.
Yes.
It'll put you in a nice, spry frame of mind. All right, last time I'll ever use that word.
Except for now, because Meredith says Dick Van Dyke is often described as spry. Yes.
You said it, not me.
Okay.
We also have, shout out, our spoiler-free Jungle Cruise review on things we want to share.
Okay. Well, here we are. You gonna do it again?
Probably.
Do it again.
Yeah, which part?
We have shout outs and things we want to share.
Now, coming up on this episode, we are going to... There you go, starting to slip. Now, coming up on this episode, we're going to be speaking with our good friend Tom Amin, and he'll tell us all about his new Disney-inspired relaxation album, Magical Meditations. If you ever want to feel relaxed, this is the album for you.
Mm-hmm.
We also have shout-outs and our spoiler-free Jungle Cruise review on things we want to share.
We also have shout-outs and
Things we want to share.
Okay, I just wanted that in the can, too. All right, here we go. All right, Skywalkers, it is time to share our Jungle Cruise spoiler-free review. So have no fear. We aren't going to spoil anything. And if you've been on the ride, we really aren't going to spoil anything.
Well, the ride pretty much spoils everything. If
I
you've been on the
know.
ride, that's it.
Exactly.
Except
All
for
right.
one twist at the end I wasn't expecting, but
That's
we
true.
won't reveal that.
No,
of course.
Not at all. All right, so the synopsis of Jungle Cruise. It is set in 1916, and Dr. Lily Houghton, who is played by Emily Blunt, and her brother, they enlist the aid of wisecracking skipper Frank, Dwayne Johnson, of course. And he takes them down the Amazon in his ramshackle boat. They confront the jungle, societal pressures, Trader Sam, and cursed beings searching for an ancient tree that holds the power to heal. So Dr. Lily's end goal is to change the future of medicine by using this ancient tree during World War I.
Did you get all that?
Well, I mean, it's relatively simple, but, well, okay, so let's get into this.
A lot of moving parts to that.
Yes, yes.
All right, should I kick it off?
Well, okay, so overall, though, we both discussed after watching this film, and we both felt that this film was a mix between The Temple of Doom, Pirates of the Caribbean, like 2, 3, 4, and The Mummy. So. And
6 Days and 7 Nights, the Harrison Ford film.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of that, and a lot of Pirates of the Caribbean. Too much of Pirates of the Caribbean, and too much Indiana Jones, and too much of The Mummy. And you get
and not enough of its own thing.
And
is that what
you're a little bit of the African Queen.
Little bit, yeah.
Right, okay.
So go ahead.
Okay,
go
yeah. Speaking of which, I've been waiting for this film for so long. In 2020, I was waiting for Ghostbusters Afterlife and The Jungle Cruise.
We were so excited about this movie.
Now, my suggestion is to Jungle Cruise past this movie and just go see African Queen again. Go see Pirates of the Caribbean again. Go see Indiana Jones again.
Mm-hmm.
But for 2 hours and 7 minutes, I got about 3 minutes of enjoyment out of this.
Aww.
Yeah. Boy, this was just deflating after we finished watching the credits. It's like, this has got to be some kind of a rough cut, right?
I know.
This does not feel like a finished film. The story is very bumpy because they seem to be missing a lot of establishing shots, which establish you with where you are in the scene.
Right.
First, they're on a boat. They're on another location, cut to another location, but you don't get that wide-angle shot that tells you, oh, this is where you are now.
Well, also, I'm wondering if our copy, so there was also sections where there was no, what is it called when they're speaking in Spanish, and there's no subtitles. There's no subtitles. Our copy did not get subtitles.
Well, that I can understand, but not having establishing shots that tell you where you are, because you're thinking, wait a minute, they were just on the boat. Now, why are they somewhere in the middle of the jungle? You cut to a long shot, like, okay, now I know you're in the middle of the Amazon somewhere. And it was very, very, very disjointed.
Yes.
And I don't know if I can blame the editors, since they probably didn't have the footage to work with. Like I said, this feels like a very unfinished film. Like they had to stop because of the pandemic, and they just didn't go back and shoot the stuff they needed, like most of the other films of today. And apparently they didn't go back and look at the digital animals.
Yeah.
Because they were digital animals.
They were very digital.
It looks like they were rendered in 1995. Think Giamatti.
Yes.
You know how digital they looked? But that was 1995.
That was very surprising to me. I mean, this is a big budget film, but apparently they spent most of their budget on Emily Blunt and Dwayne Johnson, perhaps? I don't know.
Yeah, and nothing on the effects or story.
Now, I will say, I mean, speaking of, like, the one really good part, and we almost didn't notice it because unfortunately, there was just so much wrong, but, like, Emily Blunt herself was great. She was amazing. She was, like, the one person you could really, her character, I thought, was really nice. Like, after thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? I really followed her journey throughout the film. I really liked that.
Right. Now, Meredith in the Sky Chat is saying, still doing Disney Plus to keep it going.
Right. And that's totally, if you want to vote with your dollars, that's awesome.
Everyone, buy these films on Premiere Access or HBO Max or whatever, just to make sure the studios know, hey, people like to see films, first-run films, at home.
Yeah, totally.
As did we.
Right. Can I mention the plot too? Like,
please,
okay.
Jump in.
Okay, so I was when this movie was being advertised. I mean, we saw at D23 Expo, they came out on stage, Emily Blunt and Dwayne Johnson, on a Jungle Cruise riverboat. Like, it wheeled onto the stage. It was so amazing. And then they showed 2 trailers, one from her perspective, one from his perspective. And I was just expecting a film a lot like The African Queen, where you have two people thrown together, maybe against their will, on a river cruise in the jungle. And it happened to be set at the same time, too, just as World War I is starting. And so the African Queen is pretty much just those two, Humphrey Bogart, who won an Oscar for this role, and Katharine Hepburn as well. And it's mostly them. They're repartee. I mean, think Loki episode 3, where it's just Loki and Sylvie the whole time. You know, like, that's what I was really expecting from this film, and I would have been so happy with that. Just this simple plot of them gradually falling in love. Like, all good. I'm down.
That's not what we got, though.
That's not what we
That's
got.
far from it. We got things that I still couldn't even go back and explain all of these curses and things, and Jesse Plemons.
Right.
Who... All right, now, this plot
character.
Really should have been thinned way out. So, like you said, it was just two people on a boat. We could have really gone for that, but they threw in Jesse Plemons, who is most known for his role on Breaking Bad, and he was great on that. But now he's playing a prince, and he's just so miscast.
He's a German prince, so he has this very thick German accent.
And he looks like he's 15, and they just threw a mustache on him. He's a very young-looking actor.
Well, so what I found it was about this film was disjointed was that character, he was very caricature-ish. So was Dwayne Johnson, who he owed money to. That guy.
Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti, yeah. They
wasted in this film.
They were just very caricature characters, and yet some of the effects of the bad cursed people were very, like, they disturbed me with, like, snakes and they were weird effects, like very much like those characters that are made of sea creatures in Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah,
they're conquistadors who were cursed, and now they got snakes coming out of their faces and mouths and
half heads and all this weird stuff.
Yeah. It looked like they got some unused footage from Pirates of the Caribbean, the one with Davy Jones, or was it Mike Nesmith? One of those films.
Right.
And they said, hey, you know what? We didn't use these characters in that film. Let's go ahead and use them in this film over here.
Mm-hmm.
So the plot really could have been thinned down and made it much more enjoyable and much more fun, which is what it should be. Yeah. Maybe if the film should have really mirrored the fun of the ride.
Yes. I agree.
That didn't happen. Mm-mm.
No.
The Jungle Cruise is one of those rides we always say, this is one of our musts. Whenever we're at Disneyland, we have to go on the Jungle Cruise because it's so much fun. And I really wished this movie mirrored the tone and fun of that. And the infamous skipper gags that we all love, none of them landed in this. The Rock is a good actor, but for this, none of his skipper gags worked.
And I hope people do enjoy this film much more than us. Like, I don't want to be ragging on it the whole time, but we just didn't enjoy it. I was so upset because I really wanted to love this film, like as we do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't want to harp on it too much. But just know that we weren't enamored with it.
I think we're harping on it because we cared so much for this film going in.
That's true.
And if it were a film that we didn't really care about, like, didn't like it, let's move on and talk about Bad Batch. But no, we've been waiting for this for so long, had so much invested in it. We even made our own Jungle Cruise movie last summer in our pool.
Yes.
That's how much we love this Jungle Cruise, and we're waiting so long for this. And now we get this.
Right.
The first 3 minutes, they just load in all of the skipper gags.
Yes.
And the first 3 minutes, you realize, oh no.
So after the first 3 minutes, if you watch it, guys, you have to let us know. Do you like it? I want to know if you liked it more than us. I mean, if you did, great.
Well, some of the reviews I've been reading
are
good, but as we know, sometimes sites and places, they're giving a lot of free stuff to like movies. Mm. And if you don't like a movie or something, then they stop inviting you to places.
That's very true.
And we found that out the hard way.
But don't worry, you guys. There really is a backside of water.
Yeah, the reaction you're getting right now is the reaction the other characters in the film gave when he delivered that line.
Oh
If,
my
if you
God.
can't get the backside of water to work, you're in trouble.
So what? Okay, you said something really funny after we had finished watching. You said, so instead of watching Jungle Cruise, cruise on down.
Cruise
to,
on past this and watch
Oh, yeah.
the African Queen.
Cruise on past this, or go to Disneyland, right?
Yeah. So, you know what? We'd love to hear your reviews
Yes.
on this. So please, please, please let us know.
Yeah, did it land, like, maybe different age groups? Like, does it land with your kids? Like, yeah, I'd really love to know. Did you guys get the chemistry between Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt? Because I didn't, because I felt it was lost among this complicated plot. Like, it could have been really special, and it wasn't, and I'm upset.
Yeah. The brother character, Emily Blunt's brother.
They
Was a good
tried to do something good with
They
them.
did.
Yes.
They just, like, you're right there. If I can use a sports metaphor and tell me if I'm going in the right direction, he's up to plate, and the pitcher's holding the ball.
Yes.
He just never pitches that ball.
No.
Is that a right analogy?
I think so.
Oh wow, okay.
Either that or it's a swing and a miss. But no, I think more
No,
he doesn't pitch it.
Because they
Yeah.
never take that final step into telling you what's going on with the brother.
Right. They let you innuendo.
Yeah, it's like
but they
it's
don't tell you.
2021, okay? You know
Yeah.
what? If you're trying to be a woke film, then be a woke film.
And I think that is a really hard thing to do when you're doing a period piece but in 2021, like, how do you
But it's not
deal with the men and women and the disparity between them back then versus now and all. It's a mess.
But seeing how they were out in the jungle,
Yes,
they weren't within a big group. They were in the jungle with 3 people.
Yeah,
They could have gone there.
mm-hmm. I think so.
They could have gone there.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Well, there you go.
All right, I feel better. I feel better because we can't stop saying this. We were championing for this film for so long. We really wanted to see this, and we were really hoping that it would work.
I wanted another Pirates of the Caribbean original.
And this has been very, very therapeutic.
Yes, absolutely. So
And-
once again,
I think
go ahead.
right after we watched it, what did I say? Let's go watch the Country Bears now.
Yeah, we want to see this.
That's not a good thing to say after the next big budget Disney attraction to film release.
Indeed. All right. Well, let's get out of that jungle river and head on over to the Bad Batch. What do you say?
I say we try that transition again.
Oh,
that was
I didn't
good.
like it.
Show us the back side of the Bad Batch.
Show us the backside of the Jungle Cruise and go to the Bad Batch. I didn't like yours either. Now I'm really upset. All right. Well, enough with the Jungle Cruise. Let's head on over to the Bad Batch Roundtable with Gwendolyn Yo. Okay, so on July 26th, we had the opportunity to go to a roundtable. It was a virtual roundtable featuring Gwendolyn Yo, who is the voice of Nala Se on The Bad Batch. She was also Nala Se in the Clone Wars since 2008 and various other characters, as well as she is like so accomplished. She has voice acted in over 50 films and video games. She was on Desperate Housewives. Like she's just like her IMDb is insane, you guys. It's insane. So I was really excited to chat with her. And so we got on the roundtable. It was running very late, and we didn't get to my question. However, there was some questions that we did get to, and she was very good at answering. So she would like take a long time to answer some really fun things. So we participated with some other Star Wars outlets, like and friends, of course, like Trisha Barr from Fangirls Going Rogue, James of Jedi News, and Mark Newbold of Bantha Tracks. And you can view my full write-up. That will be on skywalkingthroughneverland.com by this Friday. But I do want to bring up a couple of things she said during the roundtable, and we'll play them here for you as well. So first of all, Richard, have you ever wondered how to pronounce Kaminoans,
Judging by our Zoom roundtables
Yes.
every week, yes,
Yes.
because I always fumble that up.
Yes, me too. Okay, so that was asked, and she said this. So, according to Dave Filoni, he pronounces it Kaminoans.
That's the correct way.
Kaminoans!
Kaminoans, yeah.
Isn't that great?
Well, they say it on the show too. But when you see it spelled out, it's Kaminoans.
Right.
Kaminoans.
Kaminoans. Yeah, it's but Kaminoans. So there you go.
Yeah, you need that O really. You need that enlarged and capitalized.
Yeah.
Kaminoans.
So there you go. All right, and then Trisha and I had a similar question, so I was glad she was able to ask about how Gwendolyn portrays various aliens, because she has portrayed Kaminoans and Gungans and a few others. So let's listen to her. Okay, so unfortunately we can't play these yet because we haven't got the audio, but we will when we roll out this show. But, okay, so Gwendolyn mentioned that, like, for the Kaminoan, it's very long and thin, so she finds herself standing very erect and almost talking without moving her lips like this, like very erect like that.
And somehow she stretches her neck to be like 5 feet.
Exactly.
She didn't show us how she did that.
No. But there's much more to it, and she goes into it, and she even gets a little bit into the voice, like Ming-Na Wen did in her. And then Gwendolyn also played a Gungan, and for that, she is born in Singapore, and she uses her, like the kind of the slang or how she used to talk when she got to America. She used that to get into her Gunganness, and you'll hear her. It's hilarious. But yeah, she talked like this, yeah, like that, like that. She got into that, and then she like segued into the Gungan thing.
All right.
It was amazing. So I thought that was so fun, and it's so cool to know. I mean, you'd figure voice actors do different things with their body to get into it, but just how much, some people do much more than others, and you can tell that she really gets into it all the way. Now, had I been able to ask my question, I learned that not only is she like so prolific as an actress, but she's also graduated from the Conservatory of Music in San Francisco with classical piano degree as well. So I was going to ask her how she uses her musicality in her voice work. But unfortunately, we didn't get to me because the first person asked like a 3-part question, and his mic wasn't working and all sorts of things. And yeah, it was kind of rude.
The question I wanted to ask would have been, so was it your idea to knock off Tan Wee in that episode a couple of weeks ago? So then maybe you're now the number 2 Kaminoan? Oh, okay, because it was always Lama Su, Tan Wee, and Na Lasay.
Yes.
Now it's Lama Su and it's Lama Su and Na Lasay.
Yes.
So Lama Su, watch your back.
Watch your back, yes. And I should note that, we were interviewing her this week, so perhaps this coming episode, we might see Na Lasay.
I think we will.
Yeah.
War Mantle coming up.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome.
All right. Oh, by the way, from the Bad Batch.
Yeah, Reynald Gobet has got a great transition.
Okay.
Okay, try his.
Okay. All right, well, from the Bad Cruise to the Bad Batch. Let's get into the... What? You don't like my timing?
I loved it. All
right, you do it.
All right, now, from the Bad Cruise to the Bad Batch.
That was very announcery.
You gotta really, really stress the bad. So Justin Smith is asking,
yes.
So Jungle Cruise wasn't good?
It was not. We didn't like it. We saw some reviews that really did.
Yeah.
We're kind of surprised.
And once again, we know that some of these outlets...
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't... After what we've been through with some of these outlets, we don't always trust reviews now.
Indeed.
Because if you don't like a film, then they stop inviting you or giving you screeners. But hey.
All right.
You know what? We want to be honest with you, Skywalkers.
Absolutely. All right. Okay, so let's move on to shoutouts. So in the episode, which you'll hear on your podcatchers, you will hear Tom Amin, our interview with him and his new album, Musical Meditations, which you can go look up right now if you like on your favorite music streaming. Just look up Tom Amin, Ameen, and yeah, check it out.
And like I said during our discussion, if you live in LA and drive in the LA traffic, this is the album for you.
Yes.
Justin is asking, was it at least better than the Country Bears?
We have not seen it. Have you seen
Country Bears? Now, this movie makes me want to see Country Bears.
It does, to see, to compare. We really want to see. So, good questions, Justin.
Yeah, I'm just so disappointed.
I know, me too. But once again, Emily Blunt was good. So if you're there for her, you'll be fine.
Yes.
Okay.
The Rock?
Not as good. No.
Yeah.
No. It wasn't his jam. Yeah. All right.
It just doesn't have the timing. You need the timing.
You need that, spot on. I don't know who they could have chosen. All right, sweetie.
The skipper from Gilligan's Island. He would have delivered those lines.
I never saw it.
Gilligan's Island?
We've been over this.
Yes, we have. All right, now for shout-outs, we have some winners to announce.
Yes, we do.
This is for our Friday night trivia last week. All right, so in the category of National Lampoon's Vacation, which was written by Tasha, and Tasha is here right now in the Sky Chat. Hey. Tasha says, more sports analogies, please, Rich. I think you're the only one to ever say that. All right, so Tasha wrote out the National Lampoon's Vacation, which was a big hit. Everyone loved this.
This trivia, yes.
This trivia category. And this was won by Meredith Duckworth, who is also in the Sky Chat right now.
Woo! Congratulations, Meredith.
She dominated. I think she got 10 out of 10.
Wow. Also, she's saying, is The Rock better animated? Yes.
Very much so. And it was much better in his wrestling days.
All right, so now we had another category, Disney Attraction to Film. And guess who won that?
Not The Rock.
It was Derek, Mr. Light. So congratulations, Derek. Do you like Mr. Light? Do you like Mr. Light, or do you prefer Derek?
Let's call him Derek.
Yes.
All right, now we have a category, film quotes from July releases.
July film releases.
Yes, these are movie quotes from movies that came out in July. We weren't too obvious about that. And also, Derek, Mr. Light, well, he dominated this category too.
Woo! And I got close, though, to... I think this one, yeah, film quotes. I was number 2. I was number 1, but then he knocked me off. I was number 2.
Hey, my sister just joined us, and I thought for the first time she's gonna be in the lead on a category. She's going to win a category. Lisa and I have watched Vacation about 1 billion times when it was on HBO back in 1984. Mm-hmm. 1 billion times I counted, and I think Lisa came in number 2.
Ah. All right, but who got overall of the night?
Well, that would be Derek, Mr. Light.
Congratulations, Derek! He got 27 out of 30 questions correct and was very fast.
Yes. So now instead of having 4 categories every trivia night, we only have 3.
That's right. And we will be doing our next trivia in August, and we'll let you know that date once we lock that down.
Yep. Looking for categories. If you have a category, let us know.
Actually, it's way easy to find categories now on CrowdPerf. I found a way to do that. Okay. But yeah, I know. But if people want to be involved, that's cool too.
All right. Well, that wraps up episode 336 of
Skywalking Through. What were you doing?
I was reading the chat. Well, that wraps up episode 336 of Skywalking Through Neverland. we want to thank our friend Tom Amin for coming back on the show and telling us about his new album, Magical Meditations. And we want to thank all of you Skywalkers for weighing in for every conversation that we have, either on Facebook or on our live streams or in our videos. You always weigh in with some great comments. We really appreciate you being so participatory.
Yes, we love all of your comments. It's so amazing. Also, we also love when you join our Zoom chats on Friday nights. So this Friday we will be talking about The Bad Batch, episode 14.
War Mantle. Oh, this is the one I've been waiting for.
Yes.
The transition of the Empire from clone troopers to stormtroopers.
And if you want the link to that Zoom chat, well, if you've been joining us, it's the same link all along. But if not, please sign up to receive our weekly newsletter. And you can sign up by clicking on the link in our show notes or heading to skywalkingthroughneverland.com and look for the tab, Sign Up for Our Newsletter. Now, we'd also like to thank our sponsor, Small World Vacations, for their continued support. Are you thinking of a trip to Disney parks? Do you just gotta get out of the house? Well, you can fill out a Get a Quote form at smallworldvacations.com today. Their vacation planning service is free, so check it out and tell them that Skywalking Through Neverland sent you. And also, Skywalkers, we do record these Zoom chats, and then we put them out for our Skywalking Force as bonus content. So it's really cool. Just head to skywalkingforce.com, check out the levels available and some other fun things that you could get with your membership. It's a great way to support us if you love what we provide, all of our content.
And if you support us already, we thank you, and thank you. Now, we are part of the Skywalking Network,
Skynet,
where you can find other great shows like Talking Apes,
classic Marvel Star Wars comics,
the Max Effects podcast, which an episode just came out today,
the Neverland Clubhouse,
Resilient Squadron,
Totally Tell Me Everything, which an episode should be up very soon.
Star Warsologies, which a new episode came out, yesterday?
Yes, and they went to Comic-Con, you guys. Well, they went. They have a panel at Comic-Con on YouTube, and to find that and to watch that, you can head to skywalkingthroughneverland.com, where we have that all linked as well.
Also, we have our new YouTube show, Collectopolis. And also, our new YouTube show, Collectopolis.
Perfect. All right, Skywalkers, you can find us on social media. Just search at Skywalking Pod. And also, please join our Facebook group. And this is where we share lots of info, get lots of comments from you that we share on the show, all of that. So search Facebook for Skywalking Through Neverland group and request to join. And then answer the questions that pop up.
Now, don't forget to stick around for bloopers and the number of times I cut out the word spry from our show. And always remember.
Nice. I think that worked.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. All right.
Pause it.
Pause it? Okay. Yay, Skywalkers, thank you.
Hey, everyone. Thank you. Yeah, hope we didn't,
ruin anything?
dig too much of a hole for a Jungle Cruise.
People who want to watch it will still watch it, so that's cool. And I want to hear what people think.
And as we're making notes, it's like, what can I say that's positive?
I know. Emily Blunt, that's it. And yet I still, and there's one other thing. I don't want to harp on it too much, but there's one more thing. Like, throughout the first half, pretty much, Skipper, what's his name, Frank, is calling Emily Blunt lady or pants. And it's just very derogatory, and I did not like it. And, I mean, she would call him Skippy occasionally instead of Skipper, but it was just annoying.
It just wasn't funny. It's supposed to be like a funny, very, what do you call it?
It was meant to show that they were
a lack of respect
at each other. Yeah, they were annoyed at each other. They got off on the wrong foot. But then after so much of it, it just ended up being very derogatory and annoying.
She's the one woman in 1916 that wears pants.
Right.
So that was his condescending
They called her
moniker
pants.
for her.
Yeah.
And it just once again I don't know if he tried to rewrite things, but yeah, here we go again. Here we go. I'm sorry.
It's off the record. All right.
All right. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I just good. Now, come on, Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh, I know.
Did a new trailer just come out today?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Really?
Okay, but I want to know. So.
Hey, Michael Lemke.
Oh, yay!
Hey there.
Oh my gosh.
But in terms from the period.
No, it's just lady or pants, and it's weird.
It's supposed to be a condescending remark because
Yes.
she's the only woman that wears pants.
Yeah.
And a couple of times other characters say, "Oh, you're wearing pants."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it wasn't period. It was just something that they thought was going to catch on, would be funny, just to keep calling her pants.
Which also, on another level, if you're British, pants is actually underwear, and trousers is what we call pants. So that's even another level above that. So if they show this in England, people are going to be like, "What the heck?" They're calling her underwear.
Well, even in America, we're like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. But once again, we can't ask you enough times to please let us know what your thoughts. Maybe we'll have a discussion thread.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, in our group.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that, and hopefully people like it better than we did because
And if they do, I want to hear what they think.
Uh-huh.
What they think of The Rock. If you think his jokes landed, please let us know.
Maybe we'll give it
Because
another
they landed
watch.
like a big rock.
Oh.
Tasha's asking if it was a Jungle Cruise theme you two could sing together.
No.
Oh, sit right back and hear a tale of a faithful trip.
So the music was by James Newton Howard, and it was fun. It was definitely fun. It was very adventurous, I would say. And there was a really cool French horn moment. I can't remember when. Yes. But one of the fun things or funny things was they were talking about the tears of the moon. That's what she was trying to find. This healing thing. It basically started like Tangled, where you find this healing flower. So
we don't want to give away anything. That's not giving
the
away.
Beginning, yeah. Yeah, no, but when she kept on saying Tears of the Moon, all I could think of was A Knocks on a Moon, which is from The Mummy.
I kept thinking Tears of a Clown.
Oh, a video review from a 10-year-old. We would love that, Meredith.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Please.
Yes, please send that in. Because, maybe we'll follow up on this next week and see if people have better things to say.
Yeah, a lot of times,
I like it.
Sometimes we'll see a movie and sometimes a film takes a couple of times to see it, like Black Widow.
Yes.
The second time, it's like, okay, now that we know what's going on, we can enjoy it a little bit more. But this one here, even with all those conquistadors turning into snakes and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's stop harping on it. But yes, all we want is your thoughts. All right, Skywalkers. Well, we have a meeting in 10 minutes, so we should go.
Yes.
But yes, thank you for joining us.
It's coffee for me, thank you.
Let's get some coffee.
Yeah, so thank you, Tasha and Meredith and Michael and Shamim, my sister Lisa.
Yeah, everyone who joined us. Shamim, Reynold, everyone, Mark, my parents, my mom. Pierre. All right.